Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so glad you're here. Today we are talking about one of my absolute favorite social media apps, and it's Instagram. It is one of those tried and true apps, but I love it. It's how I book about 50 to 60% of my brides and grooms. About 25% to 35% come from word of mouth or vendor referrals, and then the rest of them find me on Google. So I do think that Instagram is an amazing tool. It's amazing within my business, and I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about some tips today, some things that you should be utilizing within Instagram, and things that I feel like every profile should have. And how we're going to do that is we're going to look at my own profile. There's things that I do need to fix, so I'm going to walk through my profile with you guys to show you things that I'm doing well and things that I need to update. Instagram marketing is not like it was 3 or 4 years ago, and I understand that. I know that algorithm has completely changed how we use it. I know that our things are not being seen as readily as they used to, and I know that's frustrating, but I do think that we should still be using Instagram, especially photographers, mainly because the things that are showcased on Instagram are the things that we are really good at, which is photos. So there's things that I'm going to talk to you about on my profile, and then I'm going to give you guys some tips after I run through my profile with you guys. So I'm going to swap this over to a screen share so that you guys can see. Okay guys, we are looking at my profile, which I'm really excited to share with you guys. There's things that I'm doing extremely well. There's things that could use improvement, but with every profile critique that I do on any social media or website, I make sure to start with the good stuff, and then we can work up to the things that need improvement. And so we're going to start that way with myself as well. So the first thing I'm going to say is that right here is a picture of me smiling at the camera. I think that your profile picture on your Instagram should be that. I really think that you should have a professional headshot there. It's warm and inviting. It makes people feel like you are someone who is approachable. There's a psychology behind it. So definitely have a picture of yourself, not your logo, not a picture of one of your clients here. Definitely a picture of you smiling at the camera. Now we're going to move over to my profile. One thing I have here is that I'm a photographer. You definitely need to have what you are, who you are, what your job is. So that people know when they come to your profile. You also need to have your location. Mine says Charleston, South Carolina. And what you do. I'm a wedding photographer for timeless couples. And I am based in Charleston. I am a Charleston native and a boy mom. I'm married to my husband who's from Boston. And then I have this linking system right here. So I'm actually going to click on it. I used to use a linking system called Linktree, but I have swapped to this one. This one's done by Davey and Krista Jones. It's a free download. I'm going to add it to the comment section underneath this video so you guys can look at it. But yeah, so this is what it looks like. It feels like it's an extension of your website. It's really pretty. It looks so much better than Linktree. So I use this. I have linked my website, my blog, guides, my Amazon affiliate link. It links straight to the wedding part of my website, my YouTube channel, and a coupon for HoneyBook. And so I really think that this is something that everybody could be using. If you'd rather use Linktree, that's totally fine too, but definitely use a linking system because you want to take people off of Instagram and to bring them in other parts of the internet world where you are. So I want people to come to my website. I want people to come to my YouTube channel. I might actually link my TikTok at some point, but this is something that I really think is really important. Back on my website, we're going to start with the things that I'm doing well within my grid. So in my grid, you're going to see a lot of pictures of me. So this is a picture of me, that's a picture of me, this is a picture of me. These are all things that I feel like you should be doing in your Instagram grid. And I know it's really hard to show up on your Instagram grid, but I do think that having pictures of yourself sprinkled in there with personal information helps to build a personal brand. It helps people get to know you. You're not just another photographer. We all take pretty images, but getting people to get to know you is really important when having them fall in love with you, and then they can't think of having any other photographer. Another thing that I do, I will add detail pictures next to a pullback shot, next to detail pictures. I mean, that's something that I try and stick to, but it's not a rule of thumb that I always do. So there's times that I don't. And then I try and keep everything as consistent as possible with coloring and, editing style, making sure that everything looks very similar in style and true to my brand. Now let's go to something that I'm not doing well. This is something that I have not updated in a while. So my highlights here at the top, are not updated. I have not updated these probably for about a year and a half, and so that's something that once I am done filming this YouTube, I am going to go check out how I can update these. Find highlights on Etsy. You can have somebody design them for you. You can design them for yourself on Canva, but definitely updating highlights when you can is really important. Now, I really think that also vendor relationships is really important with your Instagram. So whenever you have a wedding or a style shoot, make sure to tag all the vendors involved. You guys were a team, make them feel a part of the team. I know you took the pictures, but definitely have them tagged, and then they might reshare your pictures, which is really good for your Instagram marketing. Okay guys, we have looked at my Instagram profile. I have critiqued it. I've showed you things that I feel like I'm doing extremely well, things that I need to work on with those highlights. I'm definitely going to be updating those very soon. There's some other tips I wanted to give you guys. So you can use planning apps. I know that Instagram is one of those things that takes up a lot of time. So I actually use Planoly. There's other ones called Later and the Plan app. They help you plan out your Instagram feed. So I'm actually going to show you guys on my screen share how I do mine. Okay guys, we are in my Planoly, and this is how I am able to plan out my social media posts. The nice thing is you add pictures to your grid by pressing the plus button at the top, and then you can move them around and check how they're looking within your feed. So there's some pictures that I've added in here that I may not want in my feed anytime soon, so I just move those to the top. And then you can click on them and you can go ahead and write out your post, and then you can schedule it. So you can schedule it for a date and a time later on in the week or later on in the month or in the year. You can go ahead and add your hashtags as well. So I have hashtags here created in groups. It makes it much easier just to pull them from a group and add them to the post or add them to a comment after I have posted them. So that's one tip to help you guys plan out your Instagram posts, because I know that it's a lot of work. I'm going to add the link for that into my comments, and I'm also going to add a link to the linking system from Davey and Krista Jones that I use. You can also use Linktree as well, but I'm going to add that one so that you guys can see it. It's a free download. I think it's beautiful. You're able to use it within Show It and customize it where it looks like your website. I also wanted to give you guys some tips about stories. So I feel like you should be showing up in your stories just as much as you're showing up in your feed, and I wanted to do that outside of showing you guys my screen, because I feel like stories is one of those things that has really elevated my brand, is let people get to know me. I have been using stories since well before a lot of people were in this area, especially photographers, and I feel like that has been one of those things that has helped me grow within this business. So when you pull out your phone and you want to add stories onto your Instagram, talk to your camera on your phone just like you're talking to a friend, just like I'm talking to you guys right now on this YouTube. I will pull it up, make sure I have good light, I'm talking to the screen, I'm telling them about my day or a shoot that I was just at or a couple that I just booked or talked to. I'm letting my followers get to know me through stories, especially during busy season. I try to show up in stories at least once a day so that people don't forget about me. They can see how excited I am about different things that are going on with my business. They connect with me through stories, which is really awesome. That way they feel like if they want to DM me about something, they have a friend on Instagram who they can DM, and I will answer them back, which is really important with building a personal brand. And I really think that if you're not using stories, definitely try it. I know that it's hard. I know it's hard to talk to your camera. I know this is not easy for a lot of people. It's not easy for me either, but it takes a lot of practice, and I've been doing it for almost 3 years, and I really think that it's helped me a ton. Okay guys, I hope you guys found all of this so helpful. I get so excited talking about Instagram, because Instagram is one of those things that brings in so much business for me, and I really do enjoy it. If you guys want to follow me on other social media apps, I am on TikTok and on Instagram, Natasha Coyle Photography. I would love to have you guys. And thank you so much for joining me on another video. I'm going to be bringing you guys so many more tips. So like I said, if you haven't liked and subscribed, make sure to do it so you don't miss out on any of those tips. I am loving doing these videos for you guys. So if there's anything else that you guys want to see, you just let me know in the comments and I will make sure to record them for you. Again, I hope you guys found these tips helpful, and thank you again for joining me on another video.